Hi there, I'm Akash and you're watching Tic Tac Tech, and this is our gaming review of the LG G3. Now as you can see, I've got three games we're going to try out today. The first one is the very popular Asphalt 8 Airborne, which is one of the games I use quite often for testing phones and their gaming capabilities. Now this here is very popular, as you know, and we're going to give it a run for the first time. We just install these games to see how they work on the LG G3. I'm expecting big things from this phone as far as gaming is concerned, because it's got a Snapdragon 801 chip from Qualcomm, which has a very powerful GPU and CPU. So we're looking at what is quite easily top-notch specs. The best processor you can get currently is the Snapdragon 805, but the 801 is not very different. The performance difference is not too great. So we're gonna go right away and start off playing this game. I like this car. No, I don't want a tutorial. So here we go. Get ready for the race. As you can see, it's got very crisp graphics, this game. Everything is pretty good. Let me just make sure that brightness is notched up fully. We're good. Okay, we're good. So and here we go. The game looks very, very good. In fact, it's looks very, very good. Imagery is very crisp and gameplay is very smooth, as you can see, unlike my driving. Things are a little brighter than usual with this display, which is very nice because it's showing the colors off quite well. And here's a fun fact: I do have a driving license. The government has actually trusted me with one, and they let me drive a car legally. So as you can see, performance is top notch, and I can't find anything that's wrong with this game's performance on the LG G3. The Snapdragon 801 chip is just killing it, as you can see, and I'm very, very impressed by what the smartphone here can do as far as gaming is concerned. It is giving me what is one of my best experiences ever with Asphalt 8 Airborne so far. The only other phone that I've used that has given me such an experience, such a good solid experience, is the Samsung Galaxy Note 4. And with that phone, colors were a little better because that phone uses a Super AMOLED display which has better contrast. But the IPS LCD display used over here is also very, very good, and it does a very good job for gaming. The colors are very good, and I would say that things are much, much more crisper and sharper than they were with the Super AMOLED display that we saw on the Samsung Note 4. And I hope you aren't counting the number of crashes that I've been making. I hope instead that you're focusing on what this phone can do, because it's doing wonderful things right here. And that's why they call it Airborne. Not a bad finish. 6th place. Okay, that's actually quite bad. I'm last. That's besides the point. you now know how this game works on the LG G3, and it works extremely well. So if you've got the money and if you want an impressive gaming phone, then the LG G3 is one of the contenders out there. What you should know is that this phone offers a Snapdragon 801 processor and decent battery life at around rupees 38,000, which is very good considering that the competition usually costs much more. The only competing device that I see next to this one is the Moto X, which costs about, I think, 33 or 32, but that phone has not so great battery life, so that's the downer there. So this is a great phone that you can consider if you're buying a phone inside rupees 40k. Even the camera is quite decent, and overall it's a very good phone. You'll have a full review of this phone coming out very shortly, and we will let you know when that's out. Do hit subscribe under this window if you want to see that. Our next game, as you can see here, is Sky Force, which is one of my favorite games. It's a lot of fun to play, and I'm not sure if my camera is able to illustrate my point, but the graphics look very good. So I've played this game on a bunch of phones. I think this is again one of the best experiences I've had so far. The colors here, it's not all blue like it is on many phones. It's differentiated very beautifully. There's in the entire spectrum of blues that you can see all over, and there's a good job that's been done with the clouds and everything else, and overall the graphics are very good. I'm really happy with what this phone's doing right here. Gameplay is ridiculously smooth, and I don't expect anything less from this phone because this isn't such an intensive game, one, and two, the phone has top-notch hardware, some of the best hardware you can buy on an Android smartphone today. So I'm quite happy with what the LG G3 is doing. I'm going to take it closer to give you a closer view of what the graphics look like, so you can see for yourself. Graphics are quite rich, and why I use this game to test smartphones out is because it has, like I've mentioned in previous videos, a lot of elements. So the phone has to handle a lot at one time. So that's why I end up choosing this phone, as you can see here. So it's doing very well. We're going to die right now because well, that's how the game storyline works. I'm going to try to live for as long as possible, but the inevitable will be upon me very shortly. Yep, and there I die. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is Skyforce on the LG G3. Just take a moment to look at the phone there. It's got a nice, wonderful looking back. It's not steel, it's actually plastic, but it looks very good. It feels very good, but it's a little slippery, I've noticed. So you can't use this phone without a case. So that was Skyforce. That should have given you a good taste of what that game is like on this phone, the LG G3. Okay, and so the third and last game for our gaming review of the LG G3 will be this game here, which is Brothers in Arms 3. It's one of the more slightly intensive, graphically intensive games on the Android Play Store, Google Play Store. I'm going to give it a shot right now. Again, it's not too challenging for a phone like the LG G3, but it's going to look rather splendid on this beautiful IPS display, which is something that, okay, let's go straight and start playing this game. I'm going to skip past all the customizing and just go straight into gameplay, so I can give you guys a taste of what to expect from this LG G3 right here and its performance with this game right here. Let's just crank the volume up fully so you can maybe even understand how sound is during gameplay for video games on the LG G3. And we're ready to go. That right there is our objective. Graphics look good.
The war is coming to a close. I've escaped death so many times that I fear it will take me before I'm free. So I've decided to write, to recount what I've lived through. Because maybe I won't make it. Or maybe, once all this is over, I'll choose to simply forget.
Hast du das?
You ready, kid?
War das eine Bewegung? Oder war das
Shoot him, Sarge.
Sollen wir das melden?
Stay tight. Let's do this.
Angeblich rücken sie schnell vor. Die Tage sind lang und die Nächte einsam.
Ich habe Rotwein aus dem Offizierscasino geklaut. Den hauen wir uns rein, wenn wir hier fertig sind.
Das war erschöpfend.
So this is my first time on this game, so don't expect any fancy we've got gaming performance. Let's try getting a nice headshot, and we got that. We're doing kinda okay, as from what I can tell. There's a big badass enemy tank right there. I just took out half of my team. Then I think I should be a decent match for the tank. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up an RPG right there. Oh, it's putting me in slow motion. That's slow motion there, people. It's not any problem with the game. The game is playing extremely smoothly. Let's give this tank a bit of a beating. Let's try some headshots. Nicely done there. And more enemies. Headshot again. More enemies coming in. Gameplay is quite easy as long as you're careful and you're quick with your shooting. Quite forgiving, the gameplay here. Getting quite a few headshots, as you can see. And that right there is mission 1. I'm going to play a couple more missions to see how this phone performs. What I want you guys to know that despite this phone using a plastic body, I can feel a little bit of, not overheating, but a little bit of heating in this part of the phone right here. It is heating a little bit. It's not bad, it's not uncomfortable, it doesn't really trouble me, but I must tell you that there is a little bit of heating that you can feel here. It's very obvious. The other part of the phone is fine. We have a new brother, Jacob Hall. Let's go for chapter 2 right now and kill some more Germans. I think that's what we're killing, Germans. So load times are a little long, but I'm not really surprised because this game does offer, you know, some very expansive environments, which will be a little challenging for a smartphone to load, but nevertheless the LG G3 is doing it quite fine, as you can see here. I like these movie-like cutscenes. I mean, they're quite normal in video games these days, but I think it's been done slightly well over here in this game. What is that? What is that? Let's move ahead and take cover here. How do I pick that gun up? My teammate finally does something and he helps me out. That's me lobbing a grenade to make my efforts easier. I'm not able to figure out how I'm supposed to change guns if that option is available in this game. Again, talking about the review, back to that, I'm sorry I got a little immersed in the game. I must say that I'm quite happy with what I'm looking at here. The phone is performing extremely well, unlike me. And looking at some solid gameplay. Colors are good, there's no frame dropping whatsoever. That was convenient. So I'm guessing that the early stages of this game are quite forgiving. We finished the second stage with relative ease, despite not so great performance from my side. But as you can see, the game is doing really well. I haven't seen even one instance of lag on this phone, one instance of dropped frames, nothing at all. Everything looks to be working very, very well. And the only complaint that I have so far again is this minor bit of heating that you can see here. It's a little it's not troubling me in any way, but you should know that it is there. Let's blame that on the phone's design. So far, Brothers in Arms 3 has been doing very, very well on this phone, and the performance is very good. Colors are very rich, is what I'd say. And there's been, as I said, no lag. I think it's been very, very smooth as far as gaming performance is concerned. I like how things look on this big display right here, IPS LCD Quad HD display, and a lot of the that pixel-rich display is doing very well. And overall, I'm very happy with how the phone is performing on this game, and it's been an extremely solid gaming performance on the LG G3. So if that's what you want this phone for, or if that's one of the things that you want this phone for, the LG G3 is totally worth getting. And this has been our gaming review here at Tic Tac Tech. I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you guys in the next one very shortly. If you did like this video, if you do like the stuff that we're doing, do give us a punch in the subscribe button, which is a red button below this video. You'll also find a small thumbs up button below this video. We'd love it if you could click that as well. It'll help us out if you can like this video. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. This is Akash signing off at Tic Tac Tech, and this is the LG G3. Take care.